We welcome you to this broadcast of high school varsity football on NKTelco Sports. We are live at Cardinal Stadium where the St. Henry Redskins are in town to take on the new Bremen Cardinals in this football week 7 MAC matchup. St. Henry at New Bremen. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Speedway Lanes, and of course NKTelco. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. It's a breezy night here in New Bremen. Week 7, hard to believe we're already here. And the St. Henry Redskins are in town, led by Coach Brad Luthman. He's in his 10th year. Last year they finished up with a loss to the Marion Local Flyers, the eventual Division 7 state champs, and that loss took place in the regional final. Tonight they come in with a 1-5 record overall, and they're looking for their first MAC win. They are 0-4 in the conference. They've got a win in week 1 against Covington, and they are currently riding a 5-game losing streak. They lost to Archibald, Anna, Parkway, Minster, and Coldwater. So St. Henry looking to get things on track tonight versus the New Bremen Cardinals. The Cardinals come in coached by Chris Schmidt in his 8th year. The Cardinals finished 9-4 last season. They dropped out of the playoffs with a loss to Tri-Village in the second round. And they roll into tonight's action with a record of 5-1, 3 wins and 1 loss in the conference. That 1 loss came to the Marion Local Flyers a couple of weeks ago over at Booster Stadium. They've got wins over Bath, Sidney Lehman Catholic, Versailles, Parkway, and last week Fort Recovery. So tonight we look forward to a good one. Both teams here like to run the football, and I would say we're going to get a healthy dose of that tonight. And you can see here in the east end of the stadium, the Cardinals gathering as they prepare to take the field. The marching band has done pregame, and they're all set. They formed the tunnel, and you can hear the fights off rolling off. And here come the New Bremen Cardinals, looking to have a good night tonight. But again, Coach Brad Luthman looking to upset the apple cart as the Cardinals on their way to an excellent season this year. So once again, the MAC, let's talk about the conference for just a minute. We got a couple of moments here before the game kicks off. Coldwater and Marion sit tied atop the conference. 6-0 overall, 4-0, and they will meet, I believe, in week 10 in their usual fashion. The Cardinals tied with Minster in 3rd place. Actually, would be tied for 2nd with Minster, with both teams with a 3-1 MAC record. Cardinals 5-1 overall, Minster 4-2. These two teams will meet in the Battle of Route 66 in a couple of weeks right here at Cardinal Stadium, and I will have the call on that for you. And then down below Minster, Versailles is in, I believe that would be 5th place by themselves. 2-2 with an overall record of 4-2. Then behind them, Anna, Parkway, Fort Recovery, St. John's, all 1-3 in the MAC, 2-4 overall. And then these St. Henry Redskins 0-4, 1-5. So let's put away the MAC standings. And the St. Henry Redskins did win the coin toss. They've elected to receive. And the Cardinals, as is pretty customary, they're going to force St. Henry to go into the sun. Cardinals will defend the west goal like they like to do. And kicking off for New Bremen, this is going to be number 28, senior running back and linebacker Hunter Schaefer, coming off of an impressive performance last week. We had the call for you right here. AJ Lisi and I had that game. That was Fort Recovery in town. And Hunter Schaefer put on a show, tied a school record with 5 touchdowns, also sharing that record with David Holman, the Cardinals signal caller, and Aaron Powers, Avery Powers, Aaron is his dad. And St. Henry has the ball. They cross the 25, 26, 27, and they are snowed under there. On the return, that was number 32, Logan Dehan. Now let's get the Keyhole Pizza keys to the game for the St. Henry Redskins. Tonight, best defense sometimes can be a good offense, and they like to make long, sustained scoring drives, keep the Cardinals offense off the field. That's one way of keeping this high-scoring Cardinal offense out of the end zone. And St. Henry also wants to protect the football. The Cardinals like to take the football away. That's kind of a hallmark of their defense. I believe they are +5 in the turnover ratio column. And then St. Henry also wants to limit mistakes, play a clean game. And this is the initial handoff, and that's going to go to Elijah Horseman, number 10. And he will pick up about 4 on the play. Dylan Bombauer on the tackle there from his linebacking position, number 25 for the Cardinals. Horseman in the program is a fullback, 5'8", 180-pound senior. Also plays linebacker on the defensive side of the ball. We'll get you some starting lineups here for each team as this is Horseman again. He's going to bounce it around to the left. The Cardinals there as Ben Saylor and Carter Elking. And he's going to lose about a yard. So up front for St. Henry, let's give you the guys making the holes. I've got number 77 at left tackle, that's Dustin Quinter. Number 65, Christopher Berkey at left guard. Center, 78, Jacob Layfeld. Right tackle, number 60, Nicholas Berkey. And right guard, number 60, Lucas Berkey. And then number 67 out at right tackle. The Cardinals in the backfield, and they get to the signal caller, Curtis Putoff, and they're going to drop him for a loss of 7. And that should force a St. Henry punt, and it will. David Holman, leading tackler for the Cardinals, in there on the tackle. And David Holman, the Offensive Player of the Year in the MAC last season, does it all from his free safety position and then as quarterback on the offense. And so St. Henry has their opening drive go 3 and out. And Nolan Kunkler, the senior, wide out and linebacker, number 11 on the punt. David Holman and Aaron Tiemann back at their own 40. So Cardinals, barring any bizarre turn of events here, should come up with good field position. And it's a low end over end, bounces and checks up right there. And that's going to take a Cardinal roll. And they will start, looks at about the 48. So the Emerson Climate Control starting lineup for the Cardinals looks like this. Up front, center, number 55, Jack Saylor, Evan Ike, Nolan Kinning, Carter Elking, and I believe Noah Kelly is going to get the call tonight on the O-line for the Cardinals with Marcus Spielman out with an ankle. And Hunter Schaefer, gain of 2 on first down. And he's going to be marked down right at the midfield stripe. Cardinal skill positions, you'll see number 83, Hayden Zeller at wide receiver. You'll see number 1, Aaron Tiemann out at wide receiver also. Number 14 out there up top of your screen, Grant Dickey. And then Ben Saylor down here is a tight end in the program, but he's out wide right, and we've got a quick stoppage. And something to do with Nolan Kenning's got to come off the field, probably an equipment situation. So covering him will be Vince Wilker, sophomore, 6 foot 184. And this will be David Holman on a called run. He gets across midfield, and he is brought down close to a first down, about half a yard short, as Holman with a gain of 7. And we'll see a double dose tonight of Holman and Schaefer. It looks like Nolan Kenning is in at center for the Cardinals. Jack Saylor had been making the snaps earlier in the year. And Holman gets it out across the 40 down to the 36.
Picks up the first down. He's brought down at 36 by number 10, Eli Horseman.
So there's a Cardinal first down. Gain about 6 on the play. Cardinals like to run this shotgun, wing tee, or pistol formation. They will jet sweep out of this. They will run, they will throw. And the give is to Schaefer. He will bounce it all the way to the outside on the left side. Nice tackle out of bounds there on the St. Henry defense.
28 Hunter Schaefer takes it off the left tackle.
Number 35 on the tackle for St. Henry.
Number 35, Chase Littmer.
And that is Chase Littmer, the senior linebacker. The Keyhole Pizza keys to the game from Coach Schmidt for the Cardinals. First of all, they want to win the line of scrimmage, and they've done a good job of that this year on both sides of the ball, particularly on the defensive line. Very aggressive, and you saw that sack in the first series as proof of that statement. Now we've got all kind of shenanigans, and out comes the laundry. And that's going to be a procedural false start against the Cardinals. So Schaefer gained 3. So first penalty of the game goes against Cardinals. They are the most penalized team in the conference. I know that's a week in, week out thing for Coach Schmidt, always wanting to improve on that. So again, Keyhole Pizza keys to the game for the Cardinals. They want to win the line of scrimmage. They want to win the turnover differential. And then they want to make St. Henry drive the length of the field, but with no big chunk plays. Nothing easy tonight from the Cardinal defense. And now Holman's going to go kind of a student body right. He's behind Hunter Schaefer, crosses the 30 down to about the 28. It's a gain of about 10. So nice run there for Holman. Still short of the sticks, though. 3rd and 2. Cardinals going to go in a little bit of a hurry here. And that'll be Hunter Schaefer, and this is a repeat of last week. He's over the right side, in for the score. 28 yards out, Hunter Schaefer, number 28, goes 28. Bing, bang, boom, Cardinals on the board. Very impressive opening drive. 28-yard run, and this is how they got it done last week against Fort Recovery. On the shoulders of the senior running back, Hunter Schaefer. So with 7:20 to go, Cardinals draw first blood. And now Schaefer with the kicking duties puts it up and puts it in. And so with 7:20 to go in the first, New Bremen is on the board. 7-0 over St. Henry here on NKTelco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. And the opening drive goes the way of the Cardinals as Hunter Schaefer caps it off with a 28-yard touchdown run and then puts the icing on his own cake with a good point after. And New Bremen with the lead now, 7-0, and Schaefer will kick off right down the right hash. This is going to go to Dehan, who catches it over near the close sideline, and then a nice hit there as Dehan gets it up over the 20. But boy, right there to meet him for New Bremen is number 16, Aaron Peppelman, the senior, bringing the wood. And so the Cardinals off to a good start. Now they're going to play some defense.
First and 10, Redskins.
As St. Henry now will look to get some things going here. Talking with Coach Luthman before the season, he wasn't sure exactly how things were going to go this year. He had 16 seniors come off of the roster after last season, which is always tough, in high school football. It's great to have that big senior class, especially if a lot of them play. But man, if they graduate, that's a bummer. And that's what St. Henry's faced with now. And so we're going to have a single back and 4 receivers out there and a little toss. And Evan Ike back there to make the play for the Cardinals. Gain of about 2.
Pitches it to number 28, Harrison.
And that's Harrison Wendell, his first touch of the game. Gain of 2. Cardinals show that defensive line speed. Linebacker Evan Ike, all the way from the back side of the play, tracks down Harrison Wendell. Wendell, one of the top skill position players here on the St. Henry offense. We got 3 receivers left now. That's Wendell in the slot. Outside of him is Kellen Hoying, and then we're going to get another run. And that is Horseman. Horseman gains 4. He's got 7 yards on 3 carries now. Brings up about 3rd and a very long 4, almost 5. Ball is out to the 27. Haven't seen either team throw yet. A little breezy tonight. Again, Wendell in the slot. Outside of him is going to be Hoying. And then 1 receiver wide up top. And now we're going to see a pass. Back across. Wendell comes across formation, makes a catch out over the 40. First down, St. Henry. Nice play as Ink makes the tackle, but St. Henry gains 22 yards.
He's brought down by number 56, Evan Ike. Result of the play is a first down for the Redskins.
Nice play there, nice design as the running back lines up as a slot receiver, runs just a slow crossing pattern after the receivers up top clear out the defensive backfield, and Wendell wide open. Curtis Putoff with his first pass. And St. Henry out near midfield now. 2 backs and a little double handoff. Now we're going to get a double handoff pass, and he thinks better of that. That is number 9, Beckman, and he pulls it down and turns what could have been a disaster into a 5-yard gain. So smart play there by Hayden Beckman.
47, where he's brought down by number 25, Dylan Bumbauer. Brings up second down.
So 2nd down and 5 now for the Redskins. It's a double handoff and then an option pass. Number 9, Hayden Beckman, lines up out wide right. Inside of him is number 3, Brody Swartz. And then we have Kunkler and Wendell kind of stacked over here on the near sideline. Wendell in motion. Fake to Wendell, now back to pass is put off. He's going to go for it. Down the field, Gugeg back there in coverage. Nice catch over his head, beautiful play. And let's see, Hayden Beckman. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. That's going to be 49-yard pitch and catch. So 2 nice passes. And Curtis Putoff was 71 yards passing just like that, as he dropped that in the bucket, as they say. And now we're going to get standard I formation. The fullback in there is Putoff, and the tailback, and the ball's given to Putoff, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. The tailback is Wendell. Again, Evan Ink in there, number 56 for the Cardinals. Also in there on the stop, number 74 for New Bremen. That is Noah Kelly. He's playing in place of Marcus Spielman. I understand had a non-contact ankle injury. 2nd and 1 now, also known as 2nd and goal. So big play there, nice pass down the field. Boy, Putoff dropped that thing right in the hands of his receiver, Beckman, who went up and got it over the nice coverage. I mean, Gugeg was there, and the Cardinals snuffed that one out. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3rd down and goal from the 1. So Cardinals hoping to put together a goal line stand. I mean, Gugeg was there in coverage on that long pass. Beckman goes 5'9", and just went up the ladder to get it. Also at 5'9", Wokley Gugeg for the Cardinals, number 20. Just a great football play and an excellent pass. 3 minutes to go here in the first as St. Henry knocking on the door. And Putoff going to throw a little slant. It is batted down at the line of scrimmage, and there's that athletic defensive line there. And I think Evan Ink from his linebacking position got that one. So now all of a sudden the Cardinals, and they had a big goal line stand early against Fort Recovery last week, kept them out of the end zone on their opening drive. I think they snuffed that one out of the 3. So Marcus Overman, defensive coordinator, dialing it up here, hoping to do the same, keep St. Henry out. 2:56, the clock stops on the incomplete pass. If you're just joining us, welcome. My name is Scott Fry. Glad to have you here tonight with us in New Bremen. The Cardinals took the opening drive down and scored. It was a 52-yard drive. Hunter Schaefer from 28, but St. Henry looking to answer. Now the toss to Wendell. He's got a seam. And he's going to get in for the score. St. Henry barrels in as Harrison Wendell punches it in for the Redskins. So we got ourselves a little ball game here. And it is battle of the 28s. Number 28, Harrison Wendell just scored. And number 28, Schaefer scored for the Cardinals. So 1 yard touchdown run, but the highlight of that drive, a couple of put-off passes. Curtis Put-off with 2 nice passes, a 22-yarder. And then the one that set up the first and goal, 49 yards to Hayden Beckman. And now St. Henry's going to go for 2 here. Put-off back to pass. Waits. Going left side, and it is knocked down. Cardinals well defended there by David Homan and Aaron Tiemann. And so your score with 2:50 to go here in the first. The host, New Bremen Cardinals 7, the St. Henry Redskins 6, here on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to New Bremen. And number 77 kicking off for St. Henry. That is Dustin Quinter. And Ben Saylor returns it out over the 35. So again, the Cardinals with excellent field position.
35 to about the 37, where he's brought down by number 3, Brody Swartz. Cardinals will have it 1st and 10.
They started their first drive at the New Bremen 48. This drive, they're going to start at their own 37. And again, it'll be David Homan with Hunter Schaefer off of his left hip. 2 receivers. Aaron Tiemann is the receiver on the near sideline. That's Dylan Baumbauer in motion. He'll reset on the left side, almost a false start. Homan finds a seam over the A-gap, over the left shoulder of the center. And Harrison Wendell brings him to the ground, but not until Holman picks up 5. So 4 carries, 28 yards. And real quick snap. Here comes Hunter Schaefer, bounces outside to the right, over the 45, close to midfield, tackled by Wendell. And also tackled there by Chase Littmer. And they're going to give him the 49-yard line of St. Henry. And that is a 9-yard run and a first down for Hunter Schaefer. 3rd first down of the game here for the Cardinals. So they're going to send Schaefer a little out into the flats. Holman looking downfield, floats one for Aaron Tiemann. He's going to have to come back for it. He's got it and drops it. Boy, had it in the bucket. He had to kind of slow down the ball, kind of got hung up in the breeze there. And so the first passing attempt for David Homan falls incomplete. Aaron Tiemann had his man beat, and he had to wait on the ball. And I don't know if that was Hayden Beckman, number 9 for St. Henry, back there playing defense. I don't know if he was able to bat it away or Tiemann just dropped it, but either way, incomplete pass. And so Grant Dickey brings the play in, number 14. He's going to line up all the way to the top of the screen near the numbers. In the slot, Aaron Tiemann on the left side. And fake handoff to Hunter Schaefer. Little quick in, gets batted down at the line of scrimmage. So a couple of pass attempts falling complete for the Cardinals. And we're 3rd down and 10 at the St. Henry 49. So St. Henry getting some defense going here. Cardinals going to have to draw one up. And they will send number 13 wide left. That's Dylan Kramer. And then 2 receivers on the right as well. And they're going to send this down to Ben Saylor. He's going to go up and make an athletic play. Beautiful catch right over top of the coverage. And that's going to be Cardinal football, 1st and 10 at the 22. Good for 27 yards. So Ben Saylor, 27-yard reception, 1st down Cardinals. And quick snap, and David Holman over the left side. Brought down by Littmer. And Holman's going to gain 4. Nice play. Cardinals trying to play a little tempo ball here. Moving quickly. Holman in shotgun. He'll be there all night. And then we're going to get a flag, probably a Cardinal moved. Yep. So that'll be their second penalty of the night, another 5-yarder. And that'll erase basically that 1st down run, that the yardage from it anyway, that Holman had. And move him behind the sticks. So 2nd and 11 now. So very busy first quarter, winding down almost to the final minute. Cardinals lead 7-6 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And Holman design run to the right. He's going to follow Schaefer. Harrison Wendell avoids that block, but Holman still gets it down inside the 20 to the 19. Gain of 4. And so that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7 for the Cardinals. But again, with this run game, and that offensive line can open some holes, 7 yards isn't the worst thing in the world. Hayden Zeller's going to go up, line up on the numbers left. Aaron Tiemann in behind Ben Saylor, tight end. Now Tiemann in motion, fake the jet sweep. Holman's going to go right up the middle behind Hunter Schaefer, down inside the 15. And that's going to be right at the sticks at the 11. They're going to mark him at the 12, and that's going to be a Cardinal 1st down. So he got exactly 7 yards, and another 1st down for the Cardinals, and they are at the 12. So they can pick up one more 1st down around the 2. And now we're going to get a stoppage, and that stoppage is going to be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1 in New Bremen, got a good old-fashioned run game slobber knocker on our hands here. St. Henry in town, and they are down by a point as the Cardinals lead 7-6 at the end of 1 here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Scott Fry here with you. High school football week 7, deep into the MAC conference play. St. Henry looking for that first MAC win. They are not easy to come by. That is for sure. Probably the best small school sports conference in the state. David Holman now the direct snap. Well, direct snap, design quarterback run. And Quinter right there to bury that with Littmer. And that's going to go for about a yard. St. Henry does a nice job of shutting that down. I mean, if you're going to play New Bremen, you know what's coming. Plenty of number 5. But David Holman, as I mentioned in the little brief pregame, Holman was the offensive player of the year last year as a junior. So it's no secret what New Bremen's going to do, but that's the kind of kid David is he's still going to beat you. Now, nice little toss right there. Hunter Schaefer on the right in the end zone. Boy, beautifully timed pitch. 11 yards, a cloud of dust, and a touchdown as Hunter Schaefer, his second tally of the night, puts the Cardinals up 13-6 with 11:24 to go. And we'll get a point after. First play of the second. How about second quarter, Scott? And the Cardinals put one in. Hunter Schaefer's second. And that extra point is good. And so with 11:24 to go before the halftime intermission break, it's New Bremen 14, St. Henry 6 here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Scott Fry here with you, and New Bremen, 2 drives, 2 Hunter Schaefer touchdowns. This one out from 11 yards out. Point after is good. St. Henry had a nice second drive of the game. Took it all the way down the field. I think they started around their 27, so that'd be a 73-yard drive. Capped it off with a 1-yard run from number 28 on the St. Henry side, Harrison Wendell. They went for 2 and missed. And Schaefer's kick down the right side, going to go out of bounds. That's going to give St. Henry the ball off of that penalty.
Schaefer's kick goes out of bounds.
Should be the ball at the 35, so St. Henry with decent field position to start things off. 11:24 to go before halftime. And a nice drive by St. Henry, a couple of nice passes. The highlights of that drive. Got some scores around the MAC for you. Marion Local is up 14-0 over Fort Recovery. Delphos St. John's and Coldwater playing tonight. Coldwater up 6-0 early going there, and then Versailles 14-0 over the Anna Rockets. Don't have a Parkway Minster score. And designed quarterback run for the Redskins. That is around the left side. And the Cardinal D-line snuffs that out. Curtis Putoff gains 1. Looked like in there for the Cardinals. 54, Gavin Plyman. He's coming back off of, I think he's missed first half of the season due to injury, so good to see him back on the field. Gavin is a senior, 6'1", 184, playing the left defensive end position at the moment. Cardinals run a standard 4-3, but they'll sneak a linebacker up. As you see, Bombauer snap over Putoff's head. He's going to have to fall on it. And let's see, the ball was at the 36. They're going to mark him at the 20. So that's a loss of 16. And that's going to be 3rd down and Kettlersville to go. They've got a long way to go. Just a snap right over Curtis Putoff's head. That's one of those keys to the game that, you know, if you're St. Henry having a tough season, the last thing you want to do is beat yourselves, and that play right there wasn't what they wanted. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, single back to pass now is Putoff. 3rd down and a ways to go. He's going to air it out of the middle, and Aaron Tiemann comes up with it on the interception. He's going the other way. He's got blockers all over the place. Now he's going to cut it up inside and be tackled at about the 29. But boy, oh boy, Aaron Tiemann had to play some center field. That ball floated. And Aaron Tiemann with the game's first turnover with the interception. So the junior wide out in safety, plays safety back there with David Holman. And I would look for the Cardinals now to throw one downfield, try and score quickly. And Holman's going to go to his left. He's got Dylan Bombauer in the seam right over the middle, down the hash. We've got a Cardinal first down at the 11. That is 19 yards on the completion. So Holman now 2 of 4 for 46 yards as Bombauer catches that one for 19 and another Cardinal first down. Then a quick snap. Cardinals lose a yard. Schaefer now 6 carries, 50 yards by my math. Not going to say that's perfect math, but half-century mark here for Schaefer. Still 9 minutes to go. And the Cardinals will get the ball coming out of the locker room, so boy, they'd love to get a couple scores here before the half. Holman dances his way, and that's the thing about David Holman is it looks like they've got him stopped after a short gain, and then he falls forward 2-3 more yards. Gain of 6 on the play, gain of 7. Holman now, that was his 9th carry. He's got 49 yards so far on the contest. So the Cardinals nearing the century mark in rushing yardage here, and there's still, again, 8.5 minutes to go. Bombauer across the formation. Holman's going to keep it, tries to foul his blockers, and he's going to punch it in. Yes, David Holman, 5-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals 3 drives and 3 scores as David Holman goes 5 yards. And so we will line up this point after, 20-6, with the point after attempt coming. Schaefer puts it up, excellent kicker, and it is good. And so with 8:29 to go before halftime, the Cardinals with a quick score coming off of that interception by Tiemann have the lead 21-6 over St. Henry on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. So Aaron Tiemann intercepts the Curtis put-off pass on the last St. Henry drive and sets the Cardinals up with a short field around the 28-yard line of the Redskins. And Holman makes him pay with a 5-yard touchdown run as Hunter Schaefer's set to kick this one off. And it's going to, again, dribble out of bounds, so not sure what's going on with the Cardinal kickoff game here, but they're going to put St. Henry at the 35 one more time. So David Holman, that is his 8th rushing touchdown of the year, and Hunter Schaefer has 9-10 now. So Cardinal run game continues to chew yardage as St. Henry will start 1st and 10 at the 35. And I tell you, St. Henry had some luck, a couple of good runs, but I'll tell you, those passes over the middle were there, and they tried that one, but boy, thrown into this breeze coming out of the northeast. We've seen 2 balls get thrown in that direction. Both of them hung up. This is going to be Horstman up the middle. And Horstman's going to get exactly 5 yards. So Horstman now 12 yards on 5 carries. So 2nd and 5 for the Redskins. But yeah, the 2 passes we've seen, well, there's been more than 2 going east, but 2 in particular, one was intercepted, the other one was almost intercepted by Tiemann. And Cardinals get the run blitz on, and man alive, Dylan Bombauer runs free, and Harrison Wendell ends up losing 3. So that's 3 carries for 0 yards for the senior tailback as Dylan Bombauer comes through on the run blitz from his inside linebacker position. Now Plyman's going to come off. Cardinals will send Brett Schaefer, the junior, number 22, and he'll play right in the middle of that D-line. Not a big guy, but he can plug the hole. And back to pass, Putoff rolling right. Here come the Cardinals, and Putoff gets stapled. Beckman with the catch, loose coverage downfield. That's going to be a nice first down catch for the Redskins. So 13 and 21 yards. That is 34 yards on the pitch and catch. And that puts Putoff over the century mark, 3 of 5 for 105 yards. And Beckman now with that catch. Has 2 catches for 83 yards and another St. Henry first down, their 4th of the night. And Wendell's going to take that kind of that jet sweep and get around the left side. Cardinals unable to seal the corner. And he's going to gain the 35-yard line, gain of about 4. Tell you, when Wendell gets ahead of steam and around the corner, Hayden Zeller, 83 to right end, almost got there. But Wendell's quick. He got around the corner. Ben Saylor knocked him out of bounds, gain of 4. So St. Henry here trying to answer. Cardinals put up 3 touchdowns so far in this first half. St. Henry trying to answer. They'll send 3 receivers to the right. That's Wendell, Schultz, and Beckman, I believe. Yeah, number 3 in the slot. Another high snap, Putoff athletic play, grabs it, but the Cardinals able to sack him. Bombauer's in there again. So the Cardinals very clearly trying to force St. Henry to throw the ball on him, but St. Henry's had some good plays. They've got some chunks. They've had a 34, the most recent was 34 yards to Beckman. Before that, 49 to Beckman that set up that score. And then they had a 22-yarder to Wendell, Putoff back to pass. And he's going to go to the corner over top of Wokley Gugeg. Now it's a fight for the ball. And into the end zone goes Kunkler. But with the ball is Gugeg, and I haven't seen an indication. Looks like they're going to give him the reception, and it is a touchdown. Okay, I never saw the official put their arms up, so nice job. Kunkler goes up for that one. 28-yard pitch and catch for the touchdown. Over that left side, Wokley Gugeg again right there. Perfect position. Tried to wrestle it away from Kunkler as they crossed the goal line. So beautiful pitch and catch. And you're going to get a precision strip timeout called by the Cardinals before the extra point or 2-point conversion attempt here. So we'll go ahead and take a quick break with them. New Bremen 21, St. Henry 12, one of my favorite albums of all time by the Canadian power trio Rush, 21-12, here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. St. Henry's set to go for 2 now. Going to try to spread out the Cardinal defense. I'm guessing Wendell's going to get it up the middle here. We'll see what they call. 3 receivers right now. They're going to throw. And the Cardinals bat it down, and looks like they may have intercepted it, and they have. And that is Noah Kelly has intercepted that. It's not going to go for anything other than the statistic of an interception. But more importantly, the Cardinals will stop that 2-point conversion. So with 5:38 to go, It is St. Henry 12, New Bremen 21. So an impressive drive, throwing the ball into the wind. Put off now is 4 of 6 for 133 and a passing touchdown. He's got receptions by Kunkler, that 28-yarder for the score. Wendell's also caught one, and Beckman's caught a couple. So St. Henry doing a nice job. Cardinals taking away the run, so St. Henry says, fine, we'll throw it down the field. And with 5:38 to go before the half, we got us a ball game. Interesting strategy that Luthman is using, Coach Brad Luthman for St. Henry, going for 2. Now the first one they missed, they kind of had to on the second one. And the Cardinals have stopped both of them. So we'll see as Quinter gets ready, number 77, gets ready to kick it off. Again, 5:38 to go before halftime. Cardinals scored on their first 3 possessions. Here's your kick, little bouncer. Wokley Gugeg's gonna have to chase it down at the 10. And now he's gonna try and cut it upfield. Kunkler is on him, and Kunkler makes a tackle. Beautiful play. So the Cardinals gonna be backed up at their own 12 to start this drive with 5:34 to go here before halftime. Great play down there by the St. Henry wideout linebacker Nolan Kunkler, the senior. After scoring that touchdown, he catches Wokley Gugeg, misplayed the kick possibly. And so the Cardinals backed up at their own 12, 1st and 10. Cardinals will have Grant Dickey wide left with Aaron Tiemann. And we got flags galore as Hunter Schaefer carries the ball. Let's see what the call is here. A lot of penalties right there at the point of attack. One would assume holding, and it's going to be holding against the Cardinals. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. He's standing right at the 12, which is the line of scrimmage. So that's going to back him up half the distance to the 6. And they'll replay first down. So first down and 16 for the Cardinals. It's the 4th, 5th penalty of the night. 2 kickoff penalties on Hunter Schaefer kicking the ball out of bounds. A couple of false starts and now this holding call. And they'll send 2 receivers, one wide right, one wide left. Baumbauer will stay in and block. David Homan's going to keep it right out over the 10, 15, gets away, 20. Foot race, 30, 35, 40. Midfield, foot race. He's going to try and pick up a blocker. He is going to go 94 big O yards to the house. David Homan. Wow. Well, when you get backed up, why not? Holy smokes. Looked like St. Henry might have got him at the second layer with the linebackers. They got hands on him, but he is such a strong kid. Ball is at the 6, 94 yards. And just like that, bing, bang, boom, 4:56. The Cardinals back on the board. 27-12 pending the extra point. So Homan with a pair of scores. And Schaefer puts this one through. Schaefer also with a pair of scores. And so with 4:56 to go before half, the Cardinals 28, St. Henry 12 here on NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Boy, what a play. Electric Fans on their feet here at Cardinal Stadium. David Homan goes 94 yards. First down and 16. And he takes it to the house as he breaks loose and runs away from the St. Henry defense. So 4:56 to go here. Let's see if Schaefer can keep this one in bounds. Right down the right hash. That's going to go to Dehan. He's going to go the far side, get out over the 20, about the 22, 23, where St. Henry will take over. So you just saw it right there. The Cardinals can score. Very explosive. 10 carries, 143 yards for Bremen, for David Homan. Hunter Schaefer's got 50, so the Cardinals almost 200 yards of rushing now. Obviously, half of that's come on one play, but still. And so St. Henry now is going to go two backs. This will be Wendell and Horseman on either side of put-off. Two receivers near side. Wendell goes in motion, and they're going to give it to put-off. And he's going to gain a yard. Oh, they're going to mark him at the line of scrimmage.
Stop for no gain by the front line of the Cardinal defense. Brings up second down.
6 carries for 12 yards for Horseman. So the Cardinal run D getting the job done. Now they've got beat on some pass plays tonight. A couple of touchdowns, a couple of long plays, but their run defense has been excellent. So once again, two backs, this time 3 receivers, 1 left, 2 right, and put off back to pass, good protection. Gonna float one out. Hayden Zeller almost comes up with that, and Beckman with the catch.
Put-off's pass is complete to number 9, Hayden Beckman.
And that's gonna go for 7.
He's down to the 29, we're gonna bring up 3rd and 4.
So that puts Beckman at 90 yards on 3 catches. Put off a nice night passing so far, 5 of 7, 140, very efficient. One of those incompletions is the interception. Put off, little toss reverse, now a pass out of that, Beckman.
Come on, Kale.
And over there covering Kunkler is Cale Tangeman, and Tangeman goes up and grabs it. Nice play as Coach Luthman, for 31, pulls out the old trick play, little reverse or end around pass option. And St. Henry with another first down. 1st and 10 at the Cardinal 40. Put off back to pass. So St. Henry almost just abandoning the run game now over the middle. Nice job by Kunkler working himself open down to 20. And he'll be tackled by a host of Cardinals at the 17, so 23 yards. Another completion there for
1st and 10 for the Redskins at the 18.
for put-off. 2 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown for Kunkler. 3 receivers right, single back, that's Horseman. Put-off's going to roll to his right. Little comebacker by Beckman. Now he's going to try to make some yak, make something happen off of that. Down at the 9. And that's going to be 9 yards. So another catch by Beckman. He's at 99 yards on 4 catches, having a great night for St. Henry. 2 minutes to go now before half, and St. Henry knocking on the door at the 9, 2nd and 1. See what they dial up. 3 receivers to the left, Horseman in the backfield. Kunkler alone on the right, put-off rolls left. Cardinals chase. Now they got some coverage, and they're going to get the sack. Big loss of yardage. Going to lose about 8. Hayden Zeller from his right end position hemmed him in. Zeller and Brett Schaefer back there. So 3rd down and 9 now from the looks like the 17-yard line. 1:20 to go. Clock continues to run here before halftime. Cardinals want to keep St. Henry out here because they're going to get the ball coming out of the locker room. And now we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a Cardinal timeout, a precision strip timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. New Bremen 28, St. Henry 12, but St. Henry's knocking on the door with a minute to go before half here on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen. And check us out on Facebook.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium as we come out of that precision strip timeout. The First National Bank Think First scoreboard reads New Bremen 28, St. Henry 12, but St. Henry trying to do something about that. Knocking at the door. 3rd down and 9 now at the 17. Got to get it down to the 8 to get this first down. So big play here, 4-down territory. Cardinals dial up some pressure, put off, bullet to Beckman. He catches it at the 5. And that's going to be a first down, so 12-yard completion to Beckman. 5 catches, 111 yards. 8 of 10 passing for put-off, and we're going to get another Cardinal timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Just give you a quick recap of how we've gotten here. St. Henry opening drive 3 and out. Cardinals take their opening drive all the way down. Hunter Schaefer, 28-yard run. Point after is good. St. Henry, their next drive, they throw a 49-yard pass down to the goal line and punch it in. 4th and goal. But they go for 2 and fail, so at that point it's 7-6. Then New Bremen answers that with another drive. Hunter Schaefer in from 11 yards out, 14-6 Cardinals. And then they hold St. Henry by intercepting them. Aaron Timo with the interception sets up the Cardinal short field. David Homan in from 5 out, 21-6. And then St. Henry drives down 5-11. That's put off to Kunkler on the 28-yard pitch and catch for the St. Henry touchdown. Again, goes for 2, no good. And here we go now, the toss to Wendell. He's got blockers, and bang, Cardinals with some pressure right there. David Homan slams the door shut, and Jack Saylor finishes the play. Loss of 2. Looked like Wendell might have a lane there. Horseman was lead blocking for him, but David Homan came crashing through, and we do have a flag on the play here. Chop block against the Cardinals. Typically don't see that on the defense. It's going to be half the distance. And I think that is the result of will result in another first down. So another penalty, just 2-yarder, but still gives St. Henry an extra swing here down inside the 5. So 1st and goal now for the Redskins. And good old jumbo formation, I formation. Wendell gets the toss, left side, and boy, the Cardinals catch him right before the goal line. And they're going to mark him down. The side judge comes racing in there. So a gain of about a yard right there for Wendell. It's his 6th carry for 3 yards, and now we're going to get a precision strip timeout called by the Redskins. We'll take it with them. St. Henry knocking, 27 seconds to go before half here on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen. And check us out on Facebook.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to New Bremen. Second down and goal from about the 1. St. Henry trying to pound one in here. Would definitely be nice to get another score before halftime because the Cardinals are going to come out with the ball, and they have not missed a scoring opportunity. 4 drives, 4 touchdowns for New Bremen, all on the ground. I formation, jumbo, and they're going to try to run put off up under center, and it's close. It's a scrum. And they're going to say, touchdown, Redskins! We got us a ball game. So 28-18 as Putoff goes in. Behind his offensive line, they've got some beef up front, does St. Henry. And it paid off right there as Putoff follows his blocking. And so St. Henry now looks like they're going to huddle up and go for 2 again. They break the huddle, and they are. They've got both backs. Wendell off the right hip, Horseman off the left. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 short side left. So St. Henry going for 2 again. Put off, quick pass, number 3, boom! Brody Schwartz.
Putoff's pass is complete to number 9, Hayden Beckman, for a 2-point conversion. 21 seconds.
So Brody Schwartz tallies his first reception, And now our score, New Bremen 28, St. Henry 20. So St. Henry hanging with the Cardinals here. Nice drive, mostly through the air. First half, 8 of 11 passing, 9 of 12 passing. I'll get it. Curtis Putoff, 186 yards and a touchdown. He's also got a 1-yard touchdown run. Kunkler with the touchdown reception for St. Henry. So with 21 ticks on the clock, St. Henry's going to be kicking into the wind to the Cardinals. And we're going to have some halftime. We'll come back. Once we get into that 3-minute warm-up period before the third quarter, we'll come back and we'll give you the first half stats. As number 77, that is Dustin Quinter, senior, 6'5", 330. O-line, D-line, and kicking off, and he hits a high one, and it hangs up. This is Aaron Tiemann at the 10. 15, 20, tries to follow his blocking out the right side, dances over the 25, going to get a flag late. And we're at 13 ticks on the clock before the half expires. Looks like they're going to spot him at the 26. Let's see what this flag is all about. Holding on the Cardinals. No penalties tonight for St. Henry. 6 committed by the Cardinals. And that's going to be a 10-yarder. So that'll put the Cardinals back at the, looks like the 17-yard line. And we're just going to get a little kneel down for the half, and that's going to do it. So after 1 half of play, 2 quarters, the New Bremen Cardinals lead the St. Henry Redskins by a score of 28-20. When we return, I'll give you the first half statistics.
You get your 50-50 tickets out. We'll have the drawing
and tell you how we got to this score. So thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you here in a little bit. Once again, New Bremen at the half leads St. Henry by a score of 28-20 here at NKTelco Sports.
Today's households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth.
Get NKTelco high-speed internet with speeds up to 1 gig. Call 1-888-NKTelco today.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. What a first half. New Bremen in the lead, 28-20 over St. Henry. One team's gotten it done on the ground, the other through the air. So let's talk about how we got here. St. Henry, not much luck on the ground. Minus 20 yards rushing in the first half. Most of that on a couple of big sacks that Putoff had to take. One was a high snap, and then a couple of other big sacks. But Putoff has more than made up for that with 186 passing yards, 9 of 12 passing. Tack on another 31, so 207 passing yards for a total of 177 yards in the first half. 10 first downs, couple of turnovers, and that turnover, one in particular, Aaron Tiemann picked off Curtis Putoff, gave the Cardinals a short field, led to a Cardinal touchdown, and that's kind of the difference right now in the first half. Again, St. Henry 3 scoring drives. Wendell on a 1-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion failed. Then Putoff to Kunkler, that's Nolan Kunkler, 28-yard score. It's like a 2-point conversion failed, and then the final touchdown, 2-point conversion was successful, and that was a Curtis Putoff 1-yard touchdown run. So that's 20 points for St. Henry. On the New Bremen side of the ledger, 189 yards on the ground, highlighted by a 94-yard rushing touchdown for David Holman. That was the final of their 4 scores. Hunter Schaefer, 50 yards on the ground on 6 carries. Holman, 2 of 4 passing for just 46 yards. So 189 on the ground, 46 through the air, 235 total, 9 first downs, 0 turnovers. And then again, 177 yards for St. Henry. So pretty closely played first half. Again, the Cardinals getting it done on the ground, St. Henry getting it done through the air. Important to note that whole second quarter, St. Henry was going into the breeze and still managed to get it done through the air. So very impressive passing performance by Curtis Putoff and a very impressive running performance by the New Bremen quarterback, David Holman, and that gets us to where we are. Still a minute to go. Let's talk a little bit about playoffs since we're 7th week of the season. We'll start with Division 5. If the playoffs were to start right now, the MAC would have 8 teams in the playoffs. Coldwater, Division 5, Region 18, they are the 3rd team in that division. Region 28, Division 7, that's where these 2 teams reside. New Bremen currently 3rd in the region, behind Springfield Central Catholic and Ansonia. Minster down there at 7th, Fort Recovery at 10th, and St. Henry at 16th, which again, with the expanded playoff format, lets in the top 16 teams. So that's what D7 Region 28 looks like. D7 Region 26, Delphi St. John's just outside the playoff cutoff line in 17th. Interesting score also, Coldwater is up on St. John's 13-3 at the half, so maybe a little bit of a surprise there. And then D6 Region 24, the Marion Local Flyers, first place by a long way. in Region 24 D6. Versailles in 3rd, Region 24 D6. And then Parkway in 12th, Region 24 D6. Anna in 19th. So when you take out St. John's and Anna, the Cardinals, or excuse me, the Midwest Athletic Conference will put 8 teams in the playoffs if the playoffs were to start tonight, but they don't. There's a lot more football to be played, a lot of things yet to be decided before we start looking at playoff matchups and so forth. But again, OHSAA expanding from 8 to 16 teams in the tournament. So a lot more schools are going to get an opportunity for extra reps and extra games, which in the opinion of most football coaches is a good thing. So, you know, there's been some controversy and some excitement around that discussion. But for now, we're going to play a second half of football. And that's what I'm looking forward to, as St. Henry is getting ready to kick this off. Cardinals 4 drives, 4 touchdowns, and you're going to get an onside kick attempt. And penalty on St. Henry. That ball did not go far enough, or maybe they were offsides. Dead ball offside, sorry, on St. Henry. So that's their first penalty of the game. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Cardinals committed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 penalties in that first half. So I am confident that that would be a topic of discussion in the locker room. Also, giving up some big pass plays, which is a little uncharacteristic this season. This is the first game I've seen it. This is the 4th time I've had the Cardinals. But it's not that their defensive backs have been out of position. Most of those catches for St. Henry were just brilliant throws by Putoff, followed by a great catch by a St. Henry receiver. Cardinals defenders, for the most part, have been in position to make plays tonight, just been unable to do so. Just good football being played both sides. This will be Aaron Tiemann at the 20, 25, 30. He's going to cut to his right a little bit, find a little seam, and then bang, he gets clotheslined at about the 32. And the fans want a flag, but it looked like an arm right across the chest. So the Cardinals will start off 1st and 10 here at their 38-yard line. So here we go, second half action. Cardinals 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. St. Henry 5 drives, 3 touchdowns. So a lot of scoring in this one. Cardinals send 2 receivers left. Now Hunter Schaefer, and he'll motion left, and David Homan's going to take it for about 2.
David Holman, the ball carrier, picks up 2 on the play. He's brought down by number 10, Eli Horseman.
So 12 carries, 141 yards for Homan. I'll make that 142 yards. They gave him 3 on the play. So Cardinals to the line. And they will send Grant Dickey wide left. Aaron Tiemann in the slot. Hunter Schaefer going to give it a try over the left side. He's got a crease, and he's going to gain about 6. Come up a couple yards short of the first down. Very manageable 3rd down and 2. Nolan Kunkler on the stop for the Redskins from his linebacking position, number 11. Had a nice touchdown catch on the St. Henry second drive, 28-yarder from Putoff, did Kunkler. And now the Cardinals. And they're going to run Homan right over the right side, and he's going to have first down yardage out to midfield. Littmer, first contact for the Redskins. But Homan's going to gain the midfield stripe, gain of about 4. And that's a Cardinal first down. So they move the sticks. Now they'll slow things back down. Cardinals been running a little bit of tempo tonight in the game. Certain times, they'll get to the line and snap the ball quickly, trying to mix things up a little bit. And now we're going to get a switch sides there. Grant Dickey lined up on the wrong side. All the way to the top of your screen there as he sets. Holman's going to roll that way. Looked like he might toss to Schaefer. Holman's going to gain about 4.
David Holman takes it off the left side.
So that puts him at the 150. And here comes that quick snap now by the Cardinals as they reset quickly. 2 receivers right. Dylan Bombauer in at tight end, 25. He's going to lead block. Now Holman, a little hitter out to Tiemann, makes a guy miss. And he's down at the 41. Looks like he's just shy of the first down. So that brings up 3rd down and short, gain of about 5 on that play. Holman's 5th pass, 3rd completion, Tieman's 1st catch of the night. And the Cardinals now with 3rd and 1. Hayden Zeller at the top up by the numbers. And Holman's going to take over the left side. He's going to follow Hunter Schaefer, and he's got the 1st down and more. Littmer in there with early contact. Looks like Nolan Kunkler also in there. And then Dehan in there. Now Hunter Schaefer's going to skip left. He's going to break free. He's going to the house. Hunter Schaefer doing Hunter Schaefer things. 36 yards to pay dirt. And man, we saw that a lot last week as Hunter Schaefer makes that first guy miss. He gets a good block over the left side, outside the left guard in the B gap. And once he gets to that second level, Hunter Schaefer with a little bit of a passing gear takes it up a notch, and he houses it from 36. So the Cardinals keep doing what they do. Hunter Schaefer, his 3rd score of the night now. Cardinals up 34-20. Schaefer's kick is up, a little bit low, but it's good. So with 9:13 to go in the 3rd quarter, opening drive touchdown for the Cardinals. They stretch the score, the lead, 35-20 here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to New Bremen. Cardinals opening drive score, Hunter Schaefer houses it from 36. Nice blocking up front. Gets through that crease, makes the 2nd level miss, turns on the jets, and he's gone. So let's see if St. Henry now can answer. They've done very well throwing the ball. Now they're going to be going with the wind. And this one's going to bounce and stay in bounds, and the Cardinals are going to down it inside the 5 at the 4. Big special teams player right there. Yeah, all those kickoffs have gone out of bounds, and you saw Logan Dehan try to let that ball roll out of bounds, and it took a carom left and stayed in bounds. And so the Cardinals have got St. Henry hemmed in at their own 4. So let's see what happens with this opening drive for the Redskins. Down there to make the tackle, I think that was Blake Suchland, number 10. 2 backs, they're in the end zone. High snap, put off, saved, complete disaster. He's gonna lose. Oh, he got back to the line of scrimmage. No, he lost a yard. So the running woes continue for St. Henry. They didn't really have a yard to give there. It's 2nd down 11 now at their 3. High snap, boy, that could have been disaster. Putoff goes up the ladder. That's the 3rd one of those that he's had to reel in, doing a nice job. I'll tell you, what a nice athlete. Curtis Putoff, number 5 for the Redskins, their signal caller, junior. Now Putoff rolls to his right, deep in his end zone. Men are covered. Hits a guy wide open over the middle. That's Beckman out to the 18. St. Henry 1st down, tackled by Holman. Nice play right there. Gives St. Henry some breathing room. So from the 3 out to the 20, 17-yard completion. And that puts Putoff over the 200-yard mark, 203 by my math, and that was Beckman. He's got 6 catches for 128 yards, just having an awesome night. 3 receivers left. Beckman just worked free in the middle of that Cardinal defense, and he was wide open. Now Putoff going to roll. Cardinals bringing the pressure. Putoff's going to have to tuck and run, and now the ball's on the turf. Cardinals say they have it. Let's see what the officials say, and it's St. Henry ball. So looks like it came right back to Putoff. He's going to gain 2 on the play. This will tell you what kind of night it's been for the signal caller for St. Henry. He is now at negative 29 yards rushing thanks to a number of Cardinal sacks on the night. Some from high snaps, some just from good defensive pressure. So 2nd down and 8 now from for St. Henry from their own 22. They started this drive at the 4, lost a yard, and then a nice completion out to the 20. Now the toss to Wendell. He's going to get the right side, and the Cardinals string him out. Nice play over there. David Holman making the tackle. That's going to end up losing a yard, as Harrison Wendell has had no room to run tonight. 7 carries for 2 yards. They're going to say no gain, so 7 carries, 3 yards for Harrison Wendell. Nice play there by the safety, David Holman. 3rd down and 8 now. Cardinals lead 35-20, 6:41 to go and running here in the 3rd. Again, Scott Fry with you. Super thrilled to be bringing you high school football. Thanks for joining us. 2 backs. Back to pass is put off. Cardinals pressure up the middle. Put off rolls out to his left. Ball's in the air. Nice catch. Holy cow. What a grab right in front of the Cardinals bench at the 36. 14 yards, 13 yards, and guess who? Number 9. 13 yards. What a catch. Putoff had to run for his life to his left. Threw across his body. 216 yards passing now for the junior signal caller. And what a catch. Hayden Beckman now, 141 yards on 7 grabs. Working himself free. There were 2 Cardinals there. They just couldn't make a play on the ball. Beckman had to go to the ground to catch it. Caught it in bounds. That was a big 3rd down catch. Put off back to pass. Pressure right up the middle. Ball's floating in the air. And it's going to be a catch. And Tangeman all over. The receiver had to stop and come back to the ball. Cale Tangeman never looked for it. So it's going to be a PI against the Cardinals, but it's a complete catch to Beckman. See where they're going to mark him at the 25. And it's offensive pass interference. Wow. So they're saying Beckman ran through Tangeman to come back to the ball. Interesting call there. That's a game changer right there, because that was a big St. Henry 1st down, just got erased. So pass interference on the Redskins, and that's going to back up St. Henry 15 big ones, and it's going to be 1st down in Chickasaw for the Redskins, also known as 1st down in 25. Big penalty. I mean, that's a net. That ball would have been down at the 25. That would have been 40-yard completion. That's a net 55 yards between the 15-yard penalty and the loss of that yardage on the completion. 3 receivers to the right. Putoff's going to roll that way. Cardinals send linebackers. Putoff hits Wendell, who's snuffed out immediately by Homan. Ball is out to the 28. Gain of 8. Nice catch there by Wendell, his 2nd, 30 yards. Horseman comes off, put off to the sideline to get the play. So 2nd down and 18 from the St. Henry 27. Again, that big PI call against the offense. Don't see that too often. Really backed up St. Henry. Putoff's got pressure, little screen up the middle. Wendell's got it. Carter Elking gets off his block, stops right after a 2-yard gain. So the pressure you saw was on purpose as the O-line released the Cardinal rushers. Whenever you get that aggressive pass rush from the D-line, that screen pass can be brutal. But the Cardinals, Carter Elking, number 58, does a nice job of reading screen and tackling Wendell after just a 2-yard gain. So 3rd and 16 now. Putoff back to pass. It's going to go down the right sideline. Aaron Tieman's there. Beckman's there. Tiemann up, and he grabs it. And that's a Cardinal pick, his 2nd of the night. And they're going to mark it incomplete. My bad. Got a little excited there. I thought Aaron Tiemann had it. Either way, that's going to be St. Henry punting. So good coverage there for the Cardinals. Aaron Tiemann all over that. Looked like he had it. Couldn't come down with it. So back to punt will be Nolan Kunkler, number 11. Big stop for the Cardinals, because it's been blow for blow here the last several drives, both teams scoring. So the Cardinals getting it done on defense. Kunkler, line drive knuckleball, goes over Tiemann's head. Beautiful punt for Kunkler. And this thing is going to net 21, over 50 yards, down at the 16-yard line. Big punt for Kunkel. So the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10 at their own 16. 3:44 to go, up 35-20. Cardinals have had the ball 5 times, and they have scored all 5 times. 3 runs by Hunter Schaefer and 2 runs by David Holman. Cardinals will send Dickey wide right. And Wookley Gugleg's going to fake the jet sweep. Holman takes it, and St. Henry shuts that one down. Nice defense right there at the D-line for no gain.
Number 5, David Holman, the ball carrier.
Quinter in there, clogging things up. Little help from his D end, number 65. Get my roster turned over and get you a name for that young man. And that is Christopher Berkey. Nice stop there. 2nd and 10 now for the Cardinals. Tiemann and Zeller wide right. Bombauer in at tight end. Ben Saylor up the top of the formation at tight end. Holman looking to pass. He's going to go downfield. He's got Zeller. Zeller comes back to the ball. They tangle up. And they fall, and the ball falls harmlessly to the turf. And David Holman also assisted to the turf. Holman 3 of 6 passing for 51 yards. And the Cardinals now with a 3rd and 10. Number 14, that's Grant Dickey. He will bring in the play. The sophomore receiver usually lines up outside of Tiemann, and this is the case again. I think that's Hayden Zeller up top. I can't tell. Could be Ben Saylor, 23 tight end, and it is. Holman's going to run it right up the middle. Got to get 10 over the 20, 25, 30. He escapes. Could be another foot race. We got one Redskin, got an angle. Holman down the left sideline. Run past him, and he's in the house. Holy cow, 84 yards. Wow, that's a backbreaker right there. Holman, 84 yards, no laundry. 2 St. Henry Redskins back there. One chasing, one with the angle, but Holman outruns both of them. Goes 84 yards to the house. Holy smokes. That is crazy. 84 yards. I got to do math on that. He's got 154 yards already. I got to break out the calculator. As Schaefer puts it through 238 yards for David Holman. And that makes our score 42, St. Henry 20, here on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. David Holman, another long touchdown run. It was 3rd and 10. And it was a 3rd and 10 on his other scoring run from the 4-yard line. And he got through traffic at the line of scrimmage, got behind the defense and just flat out outran the defense again. 238 on the ground now on 17 carries for Holman. Hunter Schaefer kicks. D-hand back there, and he's going to let it bounce, and it's going to go, out of bounds at about the 2. Well, I tell you, I'm surprised he did that. The last time he did that, it stayed in bounds, and they got pinned at the 4. This time, though, his patience was rewarded, and that's another penalty. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8 penalties tonight on the Cardinals. First one of the second half. So St. Henry will get excellent field position to start this drive. So St. Henry scored on 3 possessions. They've punted, been intercepted, and punted on their 3 non-scoring possessions. Cardinals have scored on all 6 possessions. very efficient on offense tonight. And so St. Henry now with some work to do, down 22. 42-20 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Wendell in motion. They're going to, Putoff drops the snap, and he falls on it. So St. Henry, a little miscue there, 6 more yards lost.
Number 5, Curtis Putoff, recovers his own fumble.
7 yards lost. So that'll bring up 2nd and 17. Again, St. Henry, though, showing that they can move the ball in big chunks through the air. 226 yards on 13 of 16 passing for Curtis Putoff. And then if you recall also, there was an end-around halfback pass. Hayden Beckman also completed a pass for 31. So St. Henry's got 250 plus through the air. And the Cardinals now, Evan Eyink, now Ben Saylor picks up Horstman. And that's a loss of 7. So the Cardinal defense coming to life here. Again, the run game has been pretty tough sledding tonight for St. Henry. They're still net negative yards on the night, rushing. It's all been through the air, and there's been a lot through the air. And they are hard pressed now. 3rd down in Carthagena to go here. Rolls right, Putoff, airs it out. Only Cardinals back. And unable to get there is Cale Tangeman. So a rare incompletion. 13 of 17, 226. 257 total passing yards, but the Cardinals defense holds again. So back to punt will be Nolan Kunkler. He stands at his 10. 1:12 to go here in the 3rd. On the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, the Cardinals 42, St. Henry 20. Back to receive this punt, Aaron Tiemann and David Homan. Kunkler pulls it down. A little higher kick this time. Tiemann's going to field it at the 33, dances a little bit. St. Henry down there, covers it nicely, gets out over the 40, 41-yard line. So the Cardinals will start 1st and 10 at their 41. So we came into the 3rd quarter 28-20, kind of a shootout that first half, and New Bremen has made some adjustments on defense, a couple St. Henry miscues, and more Cardinal run game as they continue to amass the run yardage. Again, David Homan 238 on 17 carries, Hunter Schaefer 94. So the Cardinals rumbling over 300 yards on the ground. The give is to Schaefer. He's going to bounce around to his right and awkwardly landing there. Horstman brings him down, gain of 4. So the Cardinals probably going to slow the pace down at this point, up by 3 touchdowns. Clock runs, play clock at 25, so they're going to have to run one more play to end the 3rd here. Hayden Zeller will go out wide left with Aaron Tiemann. Cardinals bringing in some new numbers. That's Jackson Leonard's in motion from the tight end position. David Homan spins out, 50-yard line, 40. It's a foot race. David Homan's going to take it home, 56 yards. Holy cow. 56-yard touchdown. David Homan, 17 seconds to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard here in the 3rd. As now you're just seeing the St. Henry defense is just getting worn out as the Cardinals continue to have running success. So Hunter Schaefer back, and that kick is up and good. So with 17 ticks left in the 3rd, and we'll go ahead and keep it right here. 56-yard touchdown run for David Homan, and that is his 4th touchdown. School record in a game is 5. He holds that record with Hunter Schaefer and Avery Powers. So what an explosion here in the 3rd quarter for the Cardinals, an explosion of yardage. And they are up now by a score of 49-20. So they are 1 point away from a running clock. What an impressive bit of running. The Cardinals getting good point of attack. You know, Coach Schmidt wanted to win the line of scrimmage, and I would say that he's done that on both sides fairly effectively. St. Henry's had their plays. I mean, St. Henry, you're talking about 256, 57 yards passing. Put off is 13 of 17 passing, but the run game, the Cardinal defense has just completely taken that away from St. Henry and made them throw, and St. Henry's done well throwing. So Schaefer now going to kick this off, and he's kicked 3 out of bounds tonight. This one's going to stay in bounds. Dehan catches it at the 15, stumbles 20, knocked down there by Grant Dickey. He'll get all the way out to about the 23, where St. Henry will start this drive. 14 seconds before the third quarter break here. Second half so far on offense has been all Cardinals. So let me see if I can put some math together. 56 plus 238. That's 294 yards rushing for David Holman on 18 carries for an average of 16 yards a carry. But he's got touchdown runs of 94, 84, and 56, so that'll kind of jack up the average. So 2 backs in there. It's Horseman. Another high snap. That's the 4th one. Wendell has to fall on it at the 12, and so that's an 11-yard loss. So Wendell now in the negative margin for rushing. And again, 4 high snaps have really killed St. Henry's offense tonight in that regard. So at the end of 3, the Cardinals in the driver's seat, 49-20 over St. Henry on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. It's all Cardinals tonight, week 7, as they lead St. Henry 49-20. NKTelco Sports and our sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity football action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in high definition on Channel 503. You can watch this one again Tuesday, October 18th at 7, Saturday, October 22nd at 12. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. And what a night for the Cardinal run game. I've got David Holman at 294. I've got Hunter Schaefer at 98, so that's, by my math, that is 396. And St. Henry chooses to run that with put-off with 2nd and 25. Nolan Kenning brings him down after a short gain. And it's 3rd down and a bunch here for St. Henry, as Cardinals have them pinned. Several high snaps tonight have plagued the St. Henry offense. I've counted 4 that put off. This last one, Wendell had to run back and fall on it. One of the things you don't want to do is beat yourself, and St. Henry has done that on a few occasions tonight. Put-off's going to roll out to his right. Stop, pull up, slip. Didn't go down. Now he throws up a high one, and David Holman with the interception almost fumbles it. And he's still got it. He's going to ride out of bounds at the 32. So it's the David Holman show tonight in New Bremen. That's the 3rd pick of the night. So the senior quarterback having a night against St. Henry. And I'm sure that feels good. The Cardinals have had their hands full with the St. Henry Redskins over the years. St. Henry, such a great football program over the years. You got an extra man on the field. Now you're going to get 12 men as Horseman's unable to get out of the field to play. And we end up with a precision strip timeout called by St. Henry. We'll go ahead and take it with them. 11:04 to go in this one. The Cardinals up big here on NKTelco Sports.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Welcome back to New Bremen. Coming out of that precision strip timeout, First National Bank Think First scoreboard says it all. Cardinals 49-20 here in the early going of the fourth quarter, 11:04 to go. Cardinals have had the ball 3 times in this second half, and they have scored on all 3 occasions. Hunter Schaefer opened the scoring in the second half for the Cardinals. Then it's been 2 David Homan touchdowns. Schaefer now at the carry. He'll gain a couple yards down to the 31. Call it 1 yard. So Schaefer now, I've got him sitting at 99 yards on 10 carries. Not a bad night at the office for the senior running back, and a big night last week. Homan back to pass, looking left all the way, and he finds Leonard's down the hash. Leonard's first down, Cardinals at the 19. That's a gain of 12. So Jackson Leonard's getting in on the action. Gain of 12 and a Cardinal first down. Cardinals looking for more here, 10-20. Little misdirection counter, handoff to Hunter Schaefer, follows his blockers. Nice job there by Harrison Wendell getting in and limiting that to about a 3-yard carry. Gain of 1, and that puts him at an even 100 by my math. So Cardinals continue to grind. Second down and 9. They're inside the 20 at the 18. Little toss late. What a play. Hunter Schaefer, 10-5. Touchdown Cardinals. Schaefer gets hammered at the goal line. But, man, David Homan, perfectly timed toss. Little option type play. Cardinals go in from 13. And now we're going to see a running clock as Schaefer with 113 on the night and 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns. As Cardinals continue to amass the rushing yardage. And this is Kai Eastham in to attempt the point after. And it is no good. So with 9:44 to go, Cardinals 55, St. Henry 20. When we return, it'll be a running clock here in the fourth quarter on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Just heard the announcement on the PA. David Homan with his last rush, 306 yards on the night, 18 carries. So my math was a little bit off, not the first time. But the important part about that is he just broke a school record for rushing yards in a game held by Aaron Powers, set in 1991. That was 304. This is 306. What a night. And we got a touchback, Hunter Schaefer, this time using the wind to his advantage. And so St. Henry will start 1st and 10. So the Cardinals, with the exception of a missed extra point, have been perfect tonight on offense to the tune of 55 points. And as you see on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, we have a running clock as we are now 35 points separating the two team scores. 55-20 Cardinals all over this one, hitting a 9-minute mark as St. Henry takes the field on offense, and they're going to go into I formation. 2 receivers to the right, fullback Horstman, up back is Wendell, and the toss to Wendell. He's going to try the left side, and he's going to pick up positive yards there, gain of 4. So this will tell you about the running game tonight. That brings him to a -4 net on 9 carries. Again, a lot of issues with the high snaps from the center tonight for the Redskins, and then some great run defense on the part of the Cardinals. And again, St. Henry just going to keep it in the I formation. Putoff has had a brilliant night throwing the ball. Curtis Putoff, 13 of 17, 226 through the air. And nice run up the middle. This is Horstman. He's out of the 40, 44-yard line. Gain of 15. Best run of the night for the Redskins right there. Horstman, a bull. Eli Horstman, 5'8", 180. Very strong runners you see there. And so St. Henry, first down and 10 out at the 44. In at wide receiver now for the Redskins, number 13, Tyler Sweeterman, the senior. Cardinals looking to show some blitz. Ben Saylor gets blocked out of the way. Looked like he had a lane. Here goes Wendell now, 50, 45, 40. Down the right sideline, 30. He's got one man to beat. Cale Tangeman can't get there. And Harrison Wendell from 56. There's a big run for the senior. Nice run, Harrison Wendell. So both the 28s tonight having themselves a game. That's Harrison Wendell's second score. First one was the opening drive, or the first scoring drive, I should say, from St. Henry. Their second drive of the night, 1-yard touchdown run. This time 56 yards for Harrison Wendell. And it is a night of offense, and that will bring the running clock to an end. 7:29 to go now. St. Henry going to try an extra point the old-fashioned way. And this is Horstman. It is not Horstman. I think that's 18, I'm sorry. Kellen Hoying. Kick is up. Kick is good. Number 80, excuse me. Too old to see that far. Let me see if I can get a name on that young man. That's Owen Zimmerman, the freshman. So, with 7:29 to go, New Bremen 55, St. Henry 27 here at NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to New Bremen Week 7 high school football action. Thank you for joining me. My name is Scott Fry. And points galore tonight. 55-27 on the First National Bank scoreboard. The Cardinals all over this one. We're start seeing some clean shirts here as this game gets into the late stages. 7:29 to go. And that is Aaron Tiemann at the 15, 25, 20. Excuse me, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm going the wrong way. And Tiemann brings it out to the 35. He's tackled by Logan Dehan right there. So the Cardinals going to set up shop. So St. Henry manages to put one on the board here in the second half, finally getting a scoring drive put together. And the Cardinals back on offense. Hayden Zeller, Aaron Tiemann wide right. Hunter Schaefer off the right hip of David Homan. Give us to Schaefer. He's going to take it right over the right side. Nice defense there. Nolan Kunkler all over that. They string it out. Schaefer's going to gain about 3. Tough running over there. Nolan Kunkler been in on a lot of tackles tonight for the St. Henry defense. Number 11, the senior linebacker. Also handles the punting chores and is a wide receiver. Caught a touchdown in the first half. Cardinals travel to Coldwater, take on the Cavaliers. I'm not sure who St. Henry has. Hunter Schaefer now cuts it back inside out over the 40 to the 42. Gain of about 5. Or the 47, goodness. No, that's a 42. Third down and 3 now for the Cardinals. As again, they're not going to be in any hurry. 28 seconds to go on the play clock. 6:22 and ticking on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Hayden Zeller will bring the play in for Coach Schmidt. The Cardinals, things hold up. Cardinals go to 6-1. St. Henry will go to 1-6 if things continue. I'm sure the Cardinals are going to keep this on the ground the rest of the way. Homan with the keeper. Over the 45, 50, breaks loose again, 40, 30, 20. He stumbles and falls at the 12-yard line. He tripped over the 15, I think. So, golly, what a night for the senior signal caller. They're going to mark him at the 11. Started at the 49. 40-yard run. So he adds to his school record. He was going to score. Two receivers right, Dickey outside of Tiemann. Schaefer off the right hip and that wing T shotgun. Schaefer met by Nolan Kunkler. Great play to take him down out of bounds. Loss of 3, or behind the line of scrimmage, loss of 3. Loss of 2. 5 minutes to go here in this one. 55-27, Cardinals in the driver's seat, but they are looking for more. Hayden Zeller brings in the play. And Homan, both Homan and Schaefer, the kind of players that just seem to get stronger as the night goes on. You're seeing it. This time Aaron Tiemann takes one on the little sweep. He's going to cut around the corner down to the 5-yard line. Gain of 8. His first carry of the night. He usually gets 1 or 2 little jet sweepers. So 3rd down and about 4 for the Cardinals. They can get a first down at around the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. Ball rests on the 5. Yeah, down around the 1-yard line, they can still get a first down without scoring. 4 minutes to go. Again, Cardinals not in any hurry to run their plays here, just trying to eat clock and get out of here healthy and get ready to go to Coldwater. Homan back to pass, right in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Homan to Aaron Peppelman. 5-yard touchdown. And that'll start the running clock again. Cardinals have had the ball 9 times tonight. They've scored on every possession as Kai Eastham back to kick this one, and this one goes through. That away. So with 3:47 to go, the Cardinals up 62-27 on St. Henry here on NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Welcome back to New Bremen. Cardinals exploding on offense tonight. St. Henry defense has had no answer for the Cardinals' run game. David Homan, 5 of 8 passing, 68 yards and a touchdown. All 5 passes to different receivers. St. Henry's done a nice job defending the pass tonight, but have had no answer for the run game. Wendell at the 2. 15-20, he's going to go far left side. Peppelman's going to try and hem him in there. Wendell runs through that. Finally run out of bounds at the 30. Nice return there for Harrison Wendell. So 3:37 to go. Clock stops on the possession change. St. Henry content to continue to roll the starters out. Cardinals subbing in some different numbers now on defense. Under center, I formation. Wendell takes it over the left side. He's got lead blocker Horseman out over the 40. And that's going to be 11 yards for Wendell, Harrison Wendell. 11 yards brings him to 63 yards on 11 carries. Another first down for St. Henry. So it took Wendell a little while to get going tonight. He did have a score on St. Henry's second possession of the night, but it was just a 1-yard touchdown run. But then here in the fourth quarter, he popped one for 56. Again, I formation put off under center. Cardinals going to run blitz. Jonathan Heitkamp coming through. They're going to get Dehan. Another big run there. 15 yards.
The ball carrier, he's knocked out of bounds by number 16, Aaron Poppelman. He's all the play as a Redskin first down.
Dehan's quick. Logan Dehan, 15 yards. Another St. Henry first down. 16 first downs for the Redskins tonight. 2:14. Clock continues to run here on the Think First National Bank scoreboard. St. Henry stays in the I formation. And Dehan's going to get it. Bounces left side. Cuts back inside. Ball's on the ground. And we'll see who got it. Dehan picked up 9. And he got his own ball back, his own fumble back. So 24 yards on 2 carries for Dehan. 2nd and 1 for the Redskins.
He's brought down by number 44, Johnny Heitkamp. Brings up 2nd and short.
If you like high school football and NKTelco Sports, next week I'm going to be in Minster as they host the Delta St. John's Blue Jays, who were given Coldwater all they could handle. Dehan picks up 5 more and another first down for the Redskins. That one will be at Memorial Field in Minster. Always a great place to go call a football game. Tim J and crew keep that place nice down there. In fact, Oktoberfest going on this weekend in Minster. That is a good time. You want to check that out if you can. I formation for the Redskins, and the up back this time. Horseman gets it, breaks away over the 20, down over the 15 to the 12 as Eli Horseman for 19. 9 carries, 39 yards. So St. Henry continues to rumble here on this drive, and we are under a minute, half a minute to go here in this one as St. Henry moving quickly would love to get another score just to end this thing out on a positive note. And they're going to toss to Dehan, and he's going to get over the left side and down near the 5, gain of about 6. And now we're 15 seconds to go. And I think St. Henry's going to be content to run the clock out, and they are. So big win for the Cardinals tonight as they host St. Henry. Your final score from Cardinal Stadium, New Bremen 62, St. Henry 27. Don't go anywhere. I will return with some statistics, tell you how we got here, and then we'll wrap things up. So once again, final score from New Bremen on the First National Bank scoreboard. Cardinals 62, the Redskins 27 here at NKTelco Sports. When we come back, final stats and wrap up.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. You see the Cardinals lined up in front of the home stands, helmets in the air, as they hear the alma mater following a big victory over MAC rival St. Henry. Cardinals win 62-27 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Let me tell you how we got here statistically. St. Henry with a total of 365 yards on the night, 108 on the ground, most of those coming in late on this last drive. 257 through the air. Curtis Putoff, the junior passer, 13 of 17 for 226. And then Hayden Beckman had a kind of wide receiver option pass for 31. The big receiver tonight for St. Henry, Hayden Beckman, 141 yards. Nolan Kunkler, 2 for 51 and a touchdown. Harrison Wendell had 2 running touchdowns. Putoff had a running touchdown. So St. Henry puts up 27 in a losing effort. 18 first downs, 3 turnovers. One of those turnovers was on a 2-point conversion. The other 2 were when they were on offense. On the New Bremen side of the ledger, 479 yards on the ground tonight between David Holman, 346, Hunter Schaefer, 125, and Aaron Tiemann for 8. Holman was 5 of 8 for 68 yards and a touchdown passing. That touchdown on the last drive to Aaron Peppelman. 15 first downs, 0 turnovers, very important there for the Cardinals. So the Cardinals, 3 takeaways. They continue to impress on defense. And it was a big one. And importantly for New Bremen, an interesting statistic tonight as David Holman sets another record, a school record, continues to etch his name in the Cardinals school football record books. 346 yards on the ground on 19 carries. Just to give you an idea, that is 346 divided by 19, 18 yards a carry. Holman had touchdown runs of 5, 94, 84, 56. Hunter Schaefer had touchdown runs of 28, 11, 36, and 13. So quite a night between Hunter Schaefer and David Holman, and I would like to award David Holman the NKTelco Player of the Game. Congratulations to David on that, but also on setting another school record in football, 346 yards on the ground, 19 carries. What a night as New Bremen takes care of business versus the St. Henry Redskins. One last time on the First National Bank scoreboard, New Bremen 62, St. Henry 27. I'd like to thank my cameraman, Mr. Jim Miller, to my left. And that's going to be all for me, Scott Fry. We'll see you next week in Minster here on NKTelco Sports.